Most move-up buyers in Southwest Washington are quietly losing somewhere between $50,000 to $150,000 right now, not because they bought the wrong house, because they got the order wrong. Sell first or buy first. That single question is keeping families stuck in homes they've outgrown, sometimes for years. And today I'm going to tell you exactly what the right order is, why it's a different answer than most agents give you, and how to execute it without 2 mortgages, without sleeping on your sister-in-law's couch, and without leaving equity on the table. I'm Shaunna Karlous with eXp Realty, a lifestyle-focused move-up specialist here in Southwest Washington. The simultaneous sell and buy transaction is literally my whole thing. Not first-time buyers, not investors, but move-up buyers. Families just like yours, sitting in a $700,000 to $1 million home with real equity, ready to step into the luxury tier without losing their minds in the process. If you want my move-up buyer strategy worksheet for free, the same one I walk every client through before we touch a listing or write an offer, the link's in the description. No opt-in, just real strategy. Now let me show you why sell first or buy first is actually the wrong question. Here's what most buyers don't realize. When you ask sell first or buy first, you're presenting yourself with a false binary. 2 options, pick one. Live with the consequences. Sell first, cash out your equity, great. But now you have nowhere to live while you wait for your dream home to appear. Storage units, temporary rentals, kids switching schools mid-year, dogs stressed, you stressed, everything in boxes for 9 months. That's the displacement nightmare. Buy first, secure your dream home, great. But now you're carrying 2 mortgages while you scramble to sell your current home. And in a balanced market like ours, that current home might sit for 60 to 90 days. Are you sleeping comfortably with 2 mortgages? Most people aren't. That's the over-leveraged nightmare. Both options have real downsides. So what most agents do is they hedge it. Depends on your situation, but both have merit. Let me know what you're comfortable with. That's not strategy. That's an agent passing the decision back to you because they don't have a real answer. The right answer for most move-up buyers in 2026 is neither sell first nor buy first. It's simultaneous-track execution. Run both transactions in parallel from day one. Land both closings within a week of each other. Move once, no displacement, no 2 mortgages. That's the framework that actually works. Let me walk you through it. Before we get into the tools, I want you to understand the emotional architecture of this decision because that's what actually is keeping you stuck. I call it the displacement paradox. The displacement paradox is the conflict between 2 fears, both real, but only one of them statistically likely to happen in our 2026 market. Fear 1, if I sell first, I'll have nowhere to go. This is a displacement fear. Image of yourself with no home, kids in chaos, paying rent for 9 months while you can't find the right luxury home. Visceral, real. Fear 2, if I buy first, I'll be over-leveraged. This is a financial fear. Image of yourself paying 2 mortgages, watching your current home sit on the market while interest rates do whatever they do, and equity bleeding out. Also visceral, also real. Here's the most thing agents won't tell you. In our 2026 balanced market, one of these fears is dramatically more likely than the other. And which one is more likely depends entirely on your specific situation, your equity position, your timeline, the inventory in your target community, and your target price. But the displacement fear is statistically the bigger one for most move-up buyers in our market right now. Because well-priced homes under $1 million are selling in 30 to 45 days, but luxury inventory at $1 million plus can sit for 60 to 120 days. Knowing which fear is statistically bigger for your scenario is the first step to choosing the right tools. That's the equity gap analysis and financing tools map that I mentioned in my Move Up Mistakes video. The fear isn't going away, but it doesn't have to be paralyzing once you've mapped the actual risk. First tool, the bridge loan. This is short-term financing that lets you tap the equity in your current home to buy your next one before the first one sells. Typically 6 to 12 months in duration. Rates are higher than traditional mortgages. Expect 1 to 2 percentage points above market. So if conventional rates are running around 6% in 2026, your bridge is probably 7 to 8%. Bridge loans win in three specific scenarios. Scenario one is speed matters more than anything else. You found the home, the inventory at your target tier is razor thin, and you cannot risk losing it while you wait for your sale. Camas at $1.5 million to $2 million waterfront adjacent inventory comes up maybe twice a year. If you find one, you do not wait. Scenario two, you have strong equity. If you have 40+% equity in your current home, the bridge loan math works because you have collateral and the lender gets comfortable. Scenario three, your current home will sell fast once it's listed. If you've got a well-priced $850,000 Philida home that will move in 30 days, the bridge is a temporary cost, not a long-term burden. Real example, client last spring found a stunning Lacamas Lake adjacent home in Camas at $1.85 million. They were sitting in a $950,000 home with 60% equity. We bridged $400,000 and they made a non-contingent cash comparable offer. They got the home for $1.78 million because they could close in 21 days. Then we listed their current home, sold it in 28 days at full ask price, paid off the bridge. Total bridge costs about $4,500 in interest and fees. Total savings versus losing the home or paying full ask, probably $80,000. Right tool, right scenario. Bridge loans aren't right for everyone, but when they're right, they're the difference between landing your dream home and watching it go to someone else. Second tool, and honestly my favorite, the seller rent back. This is the most underutilized strategy in the move up playbook. And I'd argue it's the single best tool for most Southwest Washington move up buyers in 2026. Here's how it works. You list and sell your current home. You close on the sale. You cash out your equity, every dollar of it. But in the offer, your buyer agrees to rent the home back to you for 30, 60, or even 90 days at a pre-negotiated rate. You don't move out at closing. You stay in your home with your money already in hand while you find your next home and close on it without displacement. Why this is so powerful in our 2026 market? Well-priced homes under $1 million are competitive. Buyers want them. So when you tell potential buyers, well, we'll accept your offer in if you agree to a 60-day rent back at fair market rent, most serious buyers say yes because they're getting a great home and they can plan their move with certainty. Meanwhile, you have time, you have cash, you have leverage on the buying side. Rent backs win when your current home is well priced and will attract serious buyers. You don't need the sale closing cash immediately for your next purchase, or you have a small bridge to cover the gap, and you have a reasonable timeline. 30 to 90 days is the sweet spot. Real example, couple from Vancouver, downsizing from a $1.1 million Philida home into a $1.5 million Camas home with a parent suite. We listed Philida, accepted an offer in 11 days at $1.08 million, negotiated 75-day rent back, $3,200 a month. They closed Philida, got their $510,000 in equity, took their time finding the right Camas home, found one in week 5 of the rent back, closed it in week 9. They moved directly from Philida to Camas. One move, no two mortgages, no displacement. The rent back cost them $9,600 total, cheaper than 2 months of mortgage on their old home and a fraction of what storage and temporary rental would have cost. Right tool, beautifully executed. Quick check-in. If you're learning something here, drop a comment with which tool sounds most relevant for your situation. Bridge loan, rent back, or extended close. I'll tell you exactly what I do in your scenario. Now let's talk about the third tool, sometimes the cleanest play of all. Third tool is the extended close. Sometimes the cleanest move is the simplest. Negotiate longer timelines on both sides so they line up. We negotiate a 60 to 75-day close on your sale. We negotiate a 60 to 75-day close on your purchase, and we time them so they happen within a week of each other. No bridge loan needed, no rent back, Negotiation, no displacement. Extended closes when both your buyer and your seller are flexible. And here's something most buyers don't realize about 2026's balanced market. Flexibility is actually more common than it used to be. Sellers want serious buyers more than they want fast closings. A seller will often happily accept a 75-day close from a strong qualified buyer over a 30-day close from a contingent or shaky buyer. That gives you negotiation room. Extended closes are particularly effective in new construction purchases. Builders are often on a 60 to 90-day timelines anyways. Luxury resale, where the seller isn't in a rush, and any market where buyer financing involves contingencies that need time. Real example, client last fall buying a new construction home in Ridgefield. The builder had a 90-day delivery anyway. We aligned their current home sale to an 80-day closing, listed in the same week we wrote the new construction offer, accepted a buyer 19 days later who agreed to the 80-day close because they needed time to finish their own sale. 3 transactions, all closing within a 10-day window, 0 bridge costs, 0 displacement, 0 rent back complexity, just smart sequencing. Now the framework that ties all of this together, the simultaneous-track method. This is what I actually do with every move-up client. And it's why my clients don't lose money on either side of the transaction. Let me walk you through it step by step. Step 1, we run the equity gap analysis before anything else. What is your current home actually worth in 2026's market? Properly prep. What will you net? What does that give you in real purchasing power at your target tier? This is week 1 work. Before a listing photo is taken or a property is toured. Step 2, we map the financing tools, bridge, rent back, extended close, combination. Based on your scenario, your equity, your timeline, your target inventory, we know which tool or combination of tools fits before you fall in love with anything. So when you do fall in love, you have options, not panic. Step 3, simultaneous launch. We prep your current home for listing and we start touring your target market in the same week. Not sequentially, in parallel. Your current home goes live. You're touring 3 properties that weekend, and we're tracking inventory in your target community while we're vetting offers on yours. Step 4, coordinated decision point. When you find your target home, we already know your offer position because we did the analysis up front. When you accept a buyer on your current home, we already know the timing because we did the analysis up front. Every decision is informed, not reactive. Step 5, dual closing execution. Both transactions close within days of each other. You move once from your current home directly into your new one. No storage units, no temporary housing, no equity bleeding into hotel costs. That's it. 5 steps. The reason most agents don't do this is that it requires running 2 complex transactions in parallel as one coordinated operation, with deep specialization in both sides of the move up. That's not a service add-on, that's a specialty, and it's the entire thing I do. Before I let you go, let me give you the quick self-assessment that tells you which path is yours. 3 questions, answer honestly and you'll have your direction. Question 1, how flexible is your timeline? 6+ months until you have to be in your new home? Lean towards sell first with rent back. 60 days or less, buy first with a bridge or simultaneous track. In the middle, simultaneous track with extended close. Question 2, how strong is your equity position? 40+% equity? You have leverage to do this any way you want to. 20 to 25% equity? You need tight coordination and probably extended close or rent back rather than bridge. Question 3, how thin is the inventory in your target community at your target price? Camas at 1.5 million plus or Washington View properties? You may need to bridge to compete when the right home appears. Ridgefield new construction with steady inventory? You have more time and can lean simultaneous track. 3 questions. The pattern of your answer tells you which tools fit. If you want me to actually walk you through these with your specific scenario, that's exactly what my free consultation is for. So that's the playbook, not sell first or buy first. That's the wrong question. The right answer is simultaneous track execution with bridge loans, rent backs, and extended closes, deployed strategically for your specific scenario. And if you're sitting in a $700,000 to $1 million home right now, thinking about your move up, the move up buyer strategy worksheet in the description is where to start. Walk through the framework with your real numbers. Then, if you want to go deeper, book a free consultation. We'll figure out exactly which tools fit your scenario and what your real timeline looks like. Drop a comment with where you're stuck right now, the decision, the timing, the inventory, whatever it is. I read every single one. And if this video helped you see a path through the displacement paradox, hit subscribe. My next video walks you through a luxury home tour at 1.8 million in canvas, showing you exactly what your move up could look like. I'm Shaunna. This is the work I love doing. See you in the next one.